industries of the Tamil Nadu. Most commonly, just know industries may be classified into that is, first one is agro-based industries, isn't it? Okay? Agro-based industries, and second one is mineral-based industries. Third one is cottage industries. Okay, and next one is forest-based industries. Next one is agro-based, mineral-based, cottage industry, forest-based, manufacturing industries. Manufacturing industries. And then apart from that is other industries. What are the other industries are available in Tamil Nadu? So first one is for the agro-based industry. Agro-based industry, basically what is the meaning of industry? Conversion of the raw materials into the useful products by using the machines with the help of the man is called as industries. Isn't it okay? Simply it is called as raw materials has to be converted into the useful products. Okay, with the help of machines or human being is called as industry. So agro-based industries is something that those kinds of the industries are used raw materials as the agriculture products, especially for agriculture products that go for the agro-based. Basically, first one is cotton, textile. Another one is sugar. Another one is silk textiles. Okay, cotton, textile, sugar industry. Another one is silk textiles. See, cotton textile industry is one of the largest agro-based industry of our country, as well as that is our state also, even from the British period itself. Okay, it should provide much more employment opportunity for the rural people or the rural population also for that. Okay, most probably for the more than number of the people they are working in the field of cotton textile for that. It should be most probably these industries are situated in the places of Coimbatore region, especially for Coimbatore region, and Tirupur region, and Madurai, Virudhunagar, source of these regions for that. And due to the reason for the cotton products or the production of the agriculture products, the region of Erode and Tirupur is called as Textile Valley of Tamil Nadu, isn't it? Textile Valley of Tamil Nadu. And Karur is called as Textile Capital of Tamil Nadu. And you know very well, the Manchester of India is called as Mumbai. The same thing, Coimbatore is called as South Indian Manchester. Due to the reason of the largest number of the cotton textiles available in our state for that. So this is the information of this cotton textile. And sugar industry is also one of the largest agro-based industry. It has given the direct employment of 1,000 crore of the people in the rural area, as well as lakhs crore of the people in the rural area, indirect employment for that. Okay, sugar industries for that. Most probably in Tamil Nadu, totally 34 industries are available, sugar industries are available for that. Among that, 16 may be the cooperative sector and 80 may be the government sector for that. That's called a sugar industry. Okay, and next one is silk is also one of the silk industry is also one of the agro-based industry. Basically, agro-based is agriculture things is also available, and artificial, the synthetic fiber is also available for that. See, the natural products may be, I mean, the silk is coming from where is it? Kanjipuram and Arani and Kumbakonam. Okay, Salem, Erode, those are the major places for that. We are the leading producer of the silk industry also. We are the third place in the for that. First place is Karnataka, second place goes for the Andhra Pradesh and Assam, and third place for Tamil Nadu. That's for the silk industry. Next one is for the mineral industry. Lot of the mineral industries are available in our country as well as our state also. Most probably our syllabus is covers only for the cement industry only for the cement industry. There are two plants are available in Tamil Nadu. One is from Ariyur, another is from Alangulam. Ariyur is the cement plant, Alangulam is the cement seed plant for that. Apart from that is our private companies also, like Ultratech, Zuari, and Chettinad, so a lot of the private companies also available for that. Next one go for the cottage industry. Cottage industry most probably for the power loom or the what is it, hand loom. Industry is based on the, may come for the what is it, cottage industry for that. Most probably nearly for the 4 lakh families may be available or engaged with the cottage industry. I mean of the power loom or the hand loom for that. Nearly it has given the employment for more than 11 lakh people for that. It should go to produce for the Tamil Nadu government scheme for free uniform to the school children, as well as free sarees and dhoti scheme is also possible to provide for that. These cloths will be manufactured by using the what is it, power loom and hand loom. This may fall under the category what is the cottage industry. And forest-based industry is nothing but paper. Paper industry may fall under the category what is the forest-based industry. Many industries are available in our state. Among that, TNBL, I mean the Tamil Nadu Newsprint and Commerce Limited, located in Kagidabram of Karur district, is one of the major for that. That supposed to produce more than 2.4 lakh metric ton of the what is it carbons every year. That is the raw materials of bagasse and then the pulp in the tree pulp. No, that should be used for what is the raw material for the paper industry. Next is for the manufacturing industry. In the manufacturing industry, first one is for automobile. And then you can say there is leather industry, automobile industry and leather industry, and what is that? Chemical and plastic industry. Maybe the automobile industry is one of the vibrant and the booming industry in Tamil Nadu. Okay, most probably nearly more than 2,20,000 people may be engaged in the field of the automobile industry for that. A lot of the companies also situated in the inland of Tamil Nadu, especially in the region of Chennai. You know very well, Chennai is called as Detroit of Asia, because of largest number of companies, automobile companies may be found situated in inland of Chennai only for that. Maybe the Hyundai and Ford, TVS, Hindustan Motors and Ashok Leyland, lot of the companies for that. Nearly for 23% of the passenger vehicles may be manufactured by using this 2-wheeler, 3-wheeler, 4-wheeler. Among the 23% of the what is passenger vehicles, and more than 35% of what is commercial vehicles, isn't it? Commercial vehicles, and nearly for 33% of the automobile component is also producing in our state for that. So it is one of the largest industry. More than 13% of the economy or the 8% of the GDP is coming from the automobile sector. Next one go for the leather industry. Know very well, 60% of the leather products and leather tanning industry is situated inland of the Vellore, Radipet, nearby Ambur and Maniyawadi. Most probably in our country, more than 60% of the product must be exported from our state alone only. I mean the Tamil Nadu leather products and leather garments and even the processing or the tanning of the leather materials also. There is one of Vellore, Maniyawadi, that is called as the industrial cluster of the leather industry. Industrial cluster of what is the leather industry. Okay, and last one go for the chemical and plastic. Recently it has been ever growing industry in one of the Tamil Nadu. Most probably 13% of the income, I mean the state economic income is coming from the chemical and plastic industries for that. And other industries maybe for the tourism. Tourism is one of the development industry in our state for that. Just you know very well, I already told you, the national income of any state or any country is in the three fields, maybe the primary sector, secondary sector and then the tertiary sector. See, among the tertiary sector, that's a major income is coming from the field of tourism. Among the tourism, especially in Tamil Nadu, due to the reason for the natural landscapes, lot of the temple and the pilgrimage centers and rivers, hill areas, hill slopes, natural scenic beautiful scenes are available in our state for that. And with the help of the culture and the heritage, more number of the people is coming every year to our Tamil Nadu state for that. Most probably, last year's census has given nearly for the Tamil Nadu Tourism Development Corporation of Tamil Nadu, that has given the data nearly for 25 crore as the income is coming from that is Tamil Nadu. In addition to that, more than 28 lakh people is from the foreign, and then 11 crore, around 11 crore of the people is from domestic people. They have visited in Tamil Nadu from there. So it is also one of the biggest ever growing or ongoing industry of the Tamil Nadu. As information technology, that is called as IT field. Information technology, according to the source of the NASSCOM, that is the National Association of Software and Services Limited. They said the source is reliable sources to the web. Most probably in our country, 59.6% of the income is coming from the software field, only from the South India. South India. Among that, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh are the leading manufacturer producers of software for that. Among that, Karnataka is the first chief most software manufacturers in the India. Next, that is shared by the who is that Tamil Nadu, isn't it? Tamil Nadu. So nearly 59.6% of the software has been exported from that is only South Indian alone from that. So these are the details of the industries, types of industries available in Tamil Nadu. And the next heading goes to what is the population. Now only just we are looking for the heading of human geography, that is what is the population. Population, a very simple data. Population actually just show very well. Number of people they are living in a particular region is called as population. You know very well. I already told you from the introduction. See, among all the resources, human resource is one of the important source of resource of any country. Isn't it okay? But even at the same time, overpopulation that is supposed to lead the struggle for the development or retard for the development of any state or any country. So it's a duty of the government or it's a duty of the individual. Just we have to control the population part. Then only the resources can be shared properly and so and so. And what are the details of Tamil Nadu population? See, according to the census of 2001 and 2011, 2001, the population of Tamil Nadu is approximately 6.24 crores, I think so. But 2011, it is increased to 7.20. Okay, 7.21 crores per that. 6.24 and 7.21. Nearly for 1 crore of the population have increased for the last decade, even the 10 years. So in this 2011, 7.21, the male population and what is the female population. See, the male population is nearly for 3.61, I think so, and the female population is 3.60. This is the data for the last census of 2011 given by the Tamil Nadu government among this male population and female population. In this, totally, you know very well, population density is also one of the important concept for that. Number of people, those who are living in 1 square kilometer is called as what is the population density. As per the population density, a state has to be divided. I mean, the districts are divided into 3 regions. One is for the high density of the population, and then moderate density of the population, and then sparse density, sparse population. High density, moderate density, sparse population. So high density means more than 4.2 million. I mean 42 lakh of the population. Is it okay? More than 4.2 or 42 lakh of the million. 42 lakh people, those who are available in any district, that is called as high density. Most probably it is in Chennai, Trichy, Salem, Madurai, Tirunelveli. Those districts will be covered in the high density of the population. And for the moderate density of the population is nothing but 2 categories are there. One is 35 lakhs, around 35 lakhs. Another is 15 to 20 lakhs per year. So this may become under the Trichy and Kadalur, Tirunelveli. Is it okay? Those maybe even the Dharmaburi also. Those districts may become under the category of what is a moderate density. I mean the less than of the 30 lakhs or less than of the, maybe the 15 to 20 lakhs per that. The sparse means totally less than 15 lakhs per year. Totally less than 15 lakhs. Is it okay? That is most probably for the coastal districts of Tamil Nadu, Ramanathapuram, Tuticorin, is it okay? Nagapattinam, most probably the coastal districts for that. So high density and low density and sparse population for that. Is it okay? This is the population district available in the 3 categories. So in this, what are the literacy rate of Tamil Nadu? What are the literacy rate of Tamil Nadu in 2011? Most probably that is 80.3 is at present the literacy rate of Tamil Nadu. Among this, the male is nearly for 86.8 and the female is just 73.2. That's all. 73.2 or 7. So this is for the male population, male literacy rate, and this is for the female literacy rate for that. So still, our government should focus for the increase of the female literacy rate for that. And then every 1,000 males, at present 995 females are available. Most probably that is the equal population. Is it okay? Both male and female population are equal for that. And in addition to one more data is urban population and rural population. Among the urban population is nearly for 3 crore and 49 lakhs, I think so, approximately 3.49 crores. And the rural population is what is that? 3.52 something else. Okay, 52 something else. This is for the rural population. Is it okay? So comparing this 48% and 52% for the urban and rural population. Okay, this is the data for what is the population. And next one go for the transport of the population. Next one is go for what is that? Transport of Tamil Nadu. Transport, just you know very well. There are 4 kinds of the transport available in any state or any country for that, which is roadways, railways, waterways, and what is that? Airways. Among that, the roadways is the simplest form of network of any country or any state for that. In Tamil Nadu, more than 1,60,000 kilometers are covered with the road network. Around 60,000 kilometers may be under the control of the state government's control. Okay. Usually the major road network has to be contributed by the purpose of contributed for triple B, I mean the public to private network, which is called as BOT, I mean build, operate and transfer. Okay, that basis for that. So simple longest national highway, that is NH44, which runs from Hosur to Kanyakumari via Dharmaburi and Salem, Dindigul, Madurai, Tirunelveli, that should go for Kanyakumari. That is the longest national highway, that is NH44 in Tamil Nadu also. You know very well, India's longest national highway is it runs from Varanasi in Uttar Pradesh to Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. Isn't it? That is the longest national highway. Same thing in Tamil Nadu also, that starts from Hosur to where is that? That is Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu. And the shortest highway, isn't it okay? Shortest highway is really for just 38 kilometers, isn't it okay? From Madurai to Nattam is the place, isn't it okay? That is for the shortest national highway. That is a road-based data. And then for railways, that you know very well. In the railways, the southern headquarters of Southern Railways is in Chennai, isn't it okay? Chennai. Apart from Tamil Nadu, you should cover for the area of Kerala and Karnataka and little portion of the Andhra Pradesh also for that. Okay, little bit of Andhra Pradesh also. So it is compared with the roadways, railways is one of the densest network of what is it, Tamil Nadu also. More than 6,600 kilometers, isn't it? Approximately more than 6,600 kilometers may be covered with the railway network for that. Around 690 railway stations are available in our Tamil Nadu. 690 railway stations approximately in Tamil Nadu. Major stations are Chennai is the headquarters of Southern Railway. Apart from that is Madurai, Trichy and Coimbatore, nearby Vellore, I mean the Jodhapur. Isn't it? These are the important railway stations of what is that? Tamil Nadu also for that. That's the railway data. And then we go for the waterways. Waterways is the cheapest mode of transport. Among all the four means of transport, waterways is the cheapest means of transport. Okay, because it is supposed to carry large amount of the goods from a place to another place for that. Especially in the Chennai, it is the major east coastal plain also for the second longest coastal plain also for that. Chennai, Ennur and Tuticorin are the three major ports in Tamil Nadu. Apart from that is Nagapattinam is the intermediate port, isn't it okay? Nagapattinam is the intermediate port, and apart from that is 15 minor ports available in Tamil Nadu, isn't it okay? And more than 70 lakh metric ton of the 3 million metric ton of 73 million, okay, metric ton of the goods can be carried over by using what is the waterways for that, and around 4 lakhs of the vehicles has to be exported every year by using the what is the waterways for that. Among the Chennai is the artificial harbour, isn't it okay? Artificial harbour. Nowadays it is the excellent growth or handling for the what is that types of all the goods for that. It should be maintained by the Port Trust of India under in Chennai. Okay, and the last one goes to what is that? Airways. Airways, it is the quickest mode of transport of any state, isn't it okay? Quickest mode of actually Mumbai is the first one and Delhi is the second one, and we are the third one, largest international airport in Tamil Nadu. Okay, I mean at present we are having the 4 international airports available for that, maybe the Chennai and Coimbatore and Trichy and Madurai. Apart from that is the domestic airport, maybe Salem and Tuticorin, I think so. Okay, it is one of the airways data. And next go for what is the trade. Just you know very well, the trade is one of the trade is very, very important for any state for that, isn't it? An act of buying and selling goods from a place to other place is called as what is that? Trade. Okay, that is called as especially in Tamil Nadu, you should go to cover for more profitable. Usually just you know very well, in any state favorable balance of trade is available and unfavorable trade of balance is available. Unfavorable balance of trade is available for that. In general, in any state, the export is more greater than import, which is called as favorable balance of trade. But the export is less than import, which is called as unfavorable balance of trade. But unfortunately, Tamil Nadu has imported a lot of the goods from other country for that. So we want to change this position. Even though the Tamil Nadu government has given much more importance to develop more industries, and we are producing for more and more also. But still, we need some things from where is that other places for that. We want to change the position for that. Most probably, the exports of Tamil Nadu is based on 4 categories: agricultural products and leather products and gems and jewelry. Okay, and for the chemical items for that. Okay, this is export of Tamil Nadu. And for imports of Tamil Nadu is something that maybe the electrical, I mean the non-electrical goods, and then machineries, and then pharmaceuticals, isn't it okay? Etc. These items may be the major import from the other country to our place for that. And finally, just we go for the disaster of Tamil Nadu. That is communication is nothing but simply just we are going to sharing data message from a place to another place for that, or a person to another person is called as communication, isn't it okay? Most probably communication may be two types. One is called as personal communication, another is called as mass communication. Among that is Tamil Nadu, the postal region has to be divided into 4 places, isn't it okay? Chennai region and central region, isn't it okay? Western region, no? Yeah, okay. Chennai, Coimbatore, Trichy and Madurai, isn't it okay? There are the 4 postal regions available in Tamil Nadu. And the last one that go for what is that? Disasters, isn't it okay? Large scale destruction. Actually, last lesson in the physical geography of Tamil Nadu, just we have seen about the natural disasters of our state for that. This lesson just we will go to deal about the man-made disasters, large scale destruction or the large scale disaster which are caused by the human being is called as what is that? Man-made disaster. A lot of the problems may be available for that. Maybe the industrial accident and fire accidents, okay, and maybe the road accident, as well as what is that? Stampede is also one of the major one, and drowning. Okay, these are the pollution, contamination of water, so and so. A lot of the problems may be created by the human being. So first one we go for, actually just we are having the 3 headings are there. One is for industrial disaster, another one is for stampede, another one is for the road accident actually. So industrial disaster, just you know very well, due to the negligence and carelessness, okay, lethargicness, as well as old aging of machineries, there is no proper maintenance and short circuit of the electrical wires and the substandard quality of the products, it may be caused often for that. For example, we can say the major fire accident in the industries may be caused from Sivagasi, you know very well, Little Japan, isn't it okay? Firework capital of India. From there, in the year of 2012, nearly for the private company of the firework has to be burst out, and more than 40 people, isn't it okay? 40 people may be killed and 70 people may be injured for that. And apart from this, the Coimbatore region, 2016 I think so, there's a private tire company was fire accident, knowingly or unknowingly that they got a fire accident. That too also 7 migrant working people, I mean other state people, labors there got death killed for that. More people may be injured for that. Due to the reason for what is that? So we need the proper maintenance. Nothing but we need the proper maintenance. Okay, for the machineries often for that. We want to create the awareness also for that. Okay, we want to get the awareness also. That's for the industrial accidents. Stampede is nothing but large number of the people or large number of the animals, okay, that has moved or ran away in the same direction. Alright, maybe the rumor or some other information for that. So due to the reason of running large number of people in the same direction, that got an accident actually for that. That is called a stampede. It may be happen for the most probably for the crowd area, maybe for the temples in the nearby Trichy. There was the Karupuswamy temple. There they are distributing the padikas to function for that. At that time, there was a rumor created inside the crowd. So most number of people they ran away from only one direction. So due to that, large number of the people may be injured and more number of people may be killed for that. That is called a stampede. And the last one that go for the road accident. That's you know very well. The pathetic information for Tamil Nadu is nothing but, so among that all the states, our state is one of the topmost leading accident which is faced in our state only for. That is the very bad information for our state for. Generally, just you know very well, 2013 and 2016 and 2017, respectively, 15,000 people they got dead in the accident for that, in Tamil Nadu alone for that, and then 16,000 people they got dead for that, and then now last year most probably around 12,000 people they got met an accident and killed in the road accident also for that. So it may be the very somewhat pathetic information to Tamil Nadu. Even though our government has given a lot of the awareness and lot of the training, and they have taken the serious steps to avoid the accidents, but most probably because of other overspeed is also one of the reason for that. Without wearing the helmet, okay, without wearing the seat belt for the seat belt, and there is no knowledge about what is the road rules. Due to these reasons, just we bet an accident every year. We want to reduce for that. Even though the Tamil Nadu government has taken a lot of steps for that, the people also must cooperate for this to reduce the the road accident for that. These are the data about the man-made disasters of Tamil Nadu. So finally we are coming for the conclusion. So being the size and population and resources and industries, so we are the leading state in the India. That's now one of the leading states in India, as you know very well. Actually Tamil Nadu government has given a lot of the schemes to promote the welfare of the people also, and it is one of the well secured state in India also, as you know very well. Okay, these are the details for the human geography of Tamil Nadu. Already just you have the book back question of more than 6 or 7 5 marks is available. Apart from that is just you may come to the lesson inside, you may take for the the factors for the agriculture is one of the additional 5 mark, and then the distribution of the crops you have to take for another 5 mark, and then what about the role of fishing in Tamil Nadu, that's for another 5 mark. Okay, and then water resource and water resource management will be the 1 5 mark. Okay, explain the types of industries and population resource of our state. This is one of the additional 5 mark for that. And the transport system of Tamil Nadu, and explain the trade, okay, with respect to export and import of Tamil Nadu. And finally, what are the disasters caused by the human being? These are the additional important 5 marks for that. So go through the lesson carefully and read line by line. You know very well. This time, maybe this year itself, we are not having any blueprint or we have no proper pattern also. Just you know very well. I already told you. As like as 11 students and 12 students, you are the first time just you are going to writing for without any blueprint and without any pattern for that. So you will be ready to prepare entire lesson. Just you don't go to read only for the book questions. So entire lesson must bring that. Okay, then only you are able to write whether it is any 1 word or 2 mark or disuse or give reason or any 5 mark. Okay, prepare well. Thank you, and we will be glad.